So we're in Liverpool at the proposed site of the new Liverpool landing stage for Isle of Man steam packet. Now looking around 2023, that was the latest estimates was giving in Tynwald a few months ago. I thought we'd come along and have a look and see what's coming on, see if anything is actually coming out of the ground. We were here a few years ago. We talked to the mayor at the time about what was going on, and at that stage we get further along so we could see some of the work that was going to be proposed, actually the area. But now, as I said, it's a construction site, although from the pictures we can see from where we can get to, nothing has yet really come out of the ground, so it's all the footings and all that work. It seems a long time ago since the Minister Gorn at the time was talking about £3.5 million being spent on this project. Then, of course, concerns started to be raised, and we heard them in Tynwald. KP Croft at the time was very much an opponent of the whole scheme, warning that this thing was going to escalate. And, of course, since then it has. The price has gone up and up and up. The last sort of price tag we were hearing, I think, was over 35 million. Talking to some people inside government, it seems like this is now a game of who's going to blink first, really. Do we walk away from this project, leave it as it is, or do we continue knowing that the potential end cost will be much, much higher? Of course, at the same time, Liverpool is expanding its usage of this area because they want to bring in the large cruise ships. Even those plans for them have sort of gotten a bit derailed. Obviously COVID was one of them, but there's been a change of leadership. As I said, the mayor's changed, and the new incumbent team don't seem quite so keen maybe of being seen to be doing cruise lines, which is in itself not a very green venture, the amount of fuel they use and their carbon emissions. But obviously that's another story. The main thing is, of course, will people still be able to get off sailing from the Isle of Man into Liverpool while all this work is going on? We've heard, of course, there's going to be more work done because the new steam packet boat is going to have very deep and strong thrusters, which could affect all the work that's going on. So that's now being taken into consideration. And what people have to remember, I suppose, most of all, is this will just be for passengers, no freight as such, although some sort of standby procedure in place so many days a year the freight can come in. But clearly, if you owned one of these posh flats around here, you wouldn't really want trucks going through here day and night, and that's exactly what the problem is. So overall, Haitian will still have to be used for that side of thing. This will be purely for people coming and going from Liverpool on the ferries that can, as we got used to it and expected for so long, can actually get straight into the heart of Liverpool, and you can't beat that, I have to say. Now this walk will be longer. There's a question about how much this will be in the sense of there'll be buses put on and that sort of thing, but if you're walking, you've got to allow yourself a little bit more time to get into the heart of Liverpool. The question is, how many times will we be returning to this site to see things happening? Obviously this is a project that is going to just eat up money, there's no question about it. Every estimate we've had so far has been spectacularly wrong, and now with the new government coming in, can they sort this one out? Will that be one of their priorities to make sure this venture is either finished or simply we walk away and look elsewhere? But we'll return from time to time and see how the work's going on.